I think this obelisk is hiding a deep secret. There is too much detail here for it not to have an encrypted meaning. I'm going to dig into it relentlessly till I find out. All right, let's trickle into this a little bit. Really interested in this obelisk. And I don't know, like, made a video about the architecture and Pokemon, like, trying to cultivate some hope about the fact that maybe Pokemon Legends EA has a little bit more life in it. But I think that they're gonna slowly move on from it. I mean, there's a chance that we could get like a free update when Pokemon Home comes out that allows us to get a few more Pokemon, maybe a few more legends in the game, the rest of the legends that are left, some Pokemon from the Kalos region that aren't in the game. So I made a whole video about that, and when I was making that video, I saw this obelisk, and I tried to see if these were related to Pokemon, and I really like want to dig more into this because after searching online for 3 days now, I haven't found very much. Maybe I missed something in the game, but if I missed something in the game, I would have found that during the research because it would have just been in one of the game missions. I looked in a few Discord servers that all they do is talk about lore and nothing. Like some of them don't even really have anything going on this. And I found like one Reddit thread where someone asks about it, and nobody really has any theories about it. I'm not sure if I missed something or if people just given up on this. The thing is that it's the symbols are too detailed to me personally to just be artwork on a wall. And these obelisks are too drastically different from the ones in Pokemon X and Y. I'm not seeing anything amazing like with them. Like there's nothing that stands out. Like I put all these Pokemon here on the screen. Like I can move them or let's grab the right thing, edit, undo, let's grab the right tool. I can move them around and kind of like compare them a little bit and we can look at them. But and the way I'm doing this is that these are all Pokemon that have groups of 4. Either like Deoxys here, we have 4 forms, and Ogerpon has 4 masks. The Tapus are the 4 Island Guardians. There's the Weather Quartet. Castform has 4 forms. The Treasures of Ruin, there's 4 of them, and technically the Swords of Justice, there's 4 of them, even though it's like a trio and then Keldeo. And it's to me, I see 4 symbols here. Let me grab the pencil tool. I see one here, one here, one here ish. Like it's either here and here, or maybe this arrow and there's a circle here. Like, but it really seems like 4 separate symbols here. I mean, honestly, it could be something I'm missing here with these squares, these separate squares. And maybe this is a triangle and it's like 3, 4. There's so much here. And that's not even including like the base. And maybe I can pull up that as well. Let me get my image of the base here too. I can pull that up. And this is the base. And it has like right here, obviously let's go like this. Right above me there's these little arrows. But let me move myself really quick. If I pop that up, okay. So let me move myself really quick. But right here, like above my head is these 3 triangles, right? And those are also right here. Well, let's move myself again. This will take just 1 second. I gotta get better. So I also see those same things right here, right? Does that have anything to do with the base? Because there's circles in the symbols and there's these patterns in the base, like both patterns. There's 2 facing each other, one lower, one upper. The double circle is in there. Like, do these relate to each other? And did I miss something in the game? Like, completely. Like, I have 2 or 3 missions that I haven't done yet, but they're just the battle to get the pledge moves missions and the guy that's trying to write a novel missions. And I'm not sure. Let me pull back this up, but I'm pretty sure that these Pokemon relate to something. And we can undo this pencil, and what we'll do is we'll start moving these around just because we can start eliminating these. I think we can eliminate them because there's some that just don't fit. They just don't line up. Like I can fit maybe fit Landorus down here, right? His head kind of lines up with this symbol here. And then I can maybe fit Enamorus in here as like a turtle. Like there's a turtle shape here with like a spiky shell here. And then like the water droplet, because this is Tornadus and Thunderous. And there's the genie modes all look the same, so they wouldn't match in here. And this is where I'm trying to say, like, maybe if you've got which one's, I forget which one's which. Okay, so this one's Thunderous, and then we have Tornadus. Like, the blue one, well, we don't want to do that. The blue one here could maybe be the rain, but that doesn't even fit. Like, there's nothing that relates to this. Like, because maybe this is the wings, and I would think maybe this one is the only one in the genie form, but I think this is too much of a stretch. So I really think those are kind of eliminated, and then we can grab this and eliminate them. Ugh. Cancel, edit, undo pencil. Then we have to find the name. There we go. Thunderous, Tornadus, Enamorus, and Landorus. And we can't, yeah, we got to. So those ones are eliminated. If those ones are eliminated, then we got to move on. The ones I think we can really easily eliminate here are the Treasures of Ruin, because they don't really, they're already a large lore, like lore sink in the very previous game. And I don't think, and those are their lore is very specific to Paldea, and they were locked away. I know that now technically we have released them, but there's no timeline saying that these happenings happened after we visited Paldea and released the Treasures of Ruin. So I think we can just eliminate them because this bowl, there's not, like, maybe this is the bowl here, like this whole thing is the bowl, but then, and I guess maybe this could be Chi the fish, and possibly here's the teeth of Chen Pao. And then would this be the snail? Like maybe I just added them into this mess. Like we have a bowl here. Let me get a better color for this and go back to the correct layer. So we have like the bowl here, and then the fish shape here, and then what I'm saying is like the teeth, the saber-toothed tiger's teeth here, and then this one would have to be the snail. This one's Wo-Chen, and I'm not sure if I could make a snail out of this, out of what's left here. Like, I just don't, like, we have, like, it's hard to see it, because, like, the snail is, because Wo-Chen is this, like, the scribe, right? And, like, these are the tablets on his back, and you have, like, the old man's face here on him, and you can kind of see it here, like, the eyes, and then, yeah. But I don't know. I think Wo-Chen kind of sells that one, because there's really not a snail here. And if the snail's missing, then I really don't think that we're getting it. I don't think that one's really sinking in. So we switch back to the red. Then we eliminate Wo-Chen, Chen Pao, Ting-Lu, and Chi-Yu. Because although there is like a fish shape here, I'm kind of forcing that one, I feel. And I may be doing all of this for nothing, because maybe I find one that really links up and really sits in there, and someone messages me after I get done with all of this, and they're like, "Oh, this is part of this mission, or it's in this specific box or set or whatever," and you just kind of screwing it up. But whatever. Either way, I'm just gonna have fun with this tonight. I think I just need to throw this in there. I just want to make sure I didn't miss one, like make one obvious. Like I'm like have been kind of cracking my head and against the wall trying to do this, and I want to make sure, I want to go through these thoroughly to make sure that I'm not forcing one. And I think another one we can eliminate really quickly is the Swords of Justice, specifically because this is Cobalion. And from the side, it looks like Cobalion has one horn, but he has two horns. And that would mean the only place that really fits is here, right here. And if this is Cobalion, then nobody else fits. Keldeo has like the W shape. And if this this would be Terrakion, right? Obviously, because it's got these horns that come down on the side, so it would be here or possibly here, maybe, because Terrakion also does have the upper horns. Maybe right here. This is Terrakion, and then maybe Virizion in here, like for the V shape. And I'm really stretching it, and then Keldeo is like the water type. Like, am I really? Yeah, I'd really think Cobalion is pushing it on this one. I'm not sure. Only because the bottom part. Let's go in this again. Let's really work on this one again. Let's go ahead and say the water type here. This is a raindrop and this is Keldeo, right? So we eliminate that one. And then these spikes coming up are like Terrakion's spikes and Terrakion's horn coming down. Does it have any end to this shape? Like, how far does that one come down? Because if this is Terrakion, then which one would be Virizion has like the V-shaped head with also the wings under it, so it would kind of be like a double shape. And maybe that's this? Or here is the Virizion V with the wings, like on its neck. And this is Cobalion. Wait, let's go back. All right, so let's start here. So Cobalion has horns right here and here, and then is like a serious look here, and like the face down here. It also has these edges here, and then this could be Terrakion. And then, like I said, this is Virizion. Here's this with the double wings. And then Keldeo. But what's all this? Is this, am I forcing this one? I just really wish I had someone to bounce these ideas off of. Because honestly, like, do the thing. That one could fit too. Like, I can't eliminate them, to be honest. I cannot. Because there's a chance. Because the other chance of the other thing of that is those four are in the game, whereas the first 8 I eliminated are not in the game. So let's switch to purple and let's throw a question mark on these guys. A really awful looking question mark. They're possible. Maybe. It could be. Let's switch back to the green and let's try the Ogerpon masks, because this one I think we can eliminate really quickly. The only thing I like about the Ogerpon masks is these spikes here. Wait, we gotta switch to the screenshot. These spikes here that are almost on every one, right? And this upward point, there's only one of these that doesn't have like the anage on it. And to be honest, there is actually, most of these also have like a little knob on the top of them, except for the water one. Except for this one, if any, is the stone one right in here, which, I mean, maybe, but like he's got his little ogre horns and then he throws his mask on and we have this would be the stone one. Let's go ahead and get rid of all this. The stone one kind of has this is the tusks and this is the smile, and there's like a double like row, and then the top kind of comes up and this is the stone edge, and you've got your tusks here and your smile and then the edges, and then what would be, there's no gem in this one, which is a little bit of an issue for me, whereas like the grass one has the gem in it, if that would be the grass one. The water one has the gem in the tears, so I don't know, I guess that wouldn't make sense, but like obviously like the water one, it has tears and this is the water shape, but and then maybe this is this bright triangle shapes are like fire, like this possibly. This one does, I don't know, this one I'm not like hard sold on, because I really cannot, like, this doesn't feel like the grass one to me. This one feels like the water one. This one is close to the stone one. This one would be the fire one, but then this just doesn't feel, there's like the downturn and is the gem, but there's nothing else to make it this star shape. Because that one just has like a starburst shape where it just kind of spikes out, and this doesn't give me that. This is like a square, unless this one is possibly because it's like a block. It's supposed to be stone, and then this one would be the grass one, except for it doesn't have because this is all outward and kind of rigid. Yeah, it doesn't. This Ogerpon doesn't work. I feel like that one's too much of a stretch. It would. So we can change the colors and eliminate Ogerpon, which is sad. I love the little guy. Wellspring, Teal Mask, Hearthflame, and Cornerstone. All right. So this is the one I saw last night that I added in my head because I was looking for things with 4 types or forms, and Deoxys has its base form. Which colors again? Back to green. Deoxys has its base form. We'll just move Deoxys base form here. Then it has the speed form, the attack form, and the defense form. And all of these also have a gem / circle somewhere in the middle of them. Let's just pull up regular Deoxys, we can circle it right here in the middle. There's a gem, which could correspond to these circles. The only thing I have against that is that the attack form is the only one that feels like it has a slightly larger gem in here. So it would have to go here, and then you kind of have to force the rest of it to fit. So if edit, undo. All right, so now if we look at these and we think that this is the attack form, then we have to place the standard form. And would the standard form be on the top or on the bottom? Because it doesn't feel like it would be in the middle. But you also do get the like Deoxys shape head here and the arches with its arms. And then this one here, I don't know where to fit that. You know what I'm saying? Like this one, okay, it felt like it before. And I think it felt like it yesterday when I was making this is because of this. This shape, this one shape. And if let's go Control Z, let's get rid of all this stuff. It just, edit, undo. Oh, okay. That's what I did. I fixed it. I didn't ruin the world. Here we go. We're back to where we should be. Okay. And like I said, anyways, we'll get back to what I was before I got distracted. If you grab these, they fit. Like I can somewhat make this one fit here. And it doesn't feel too out of place. And then I can somewhat make the attack form fit here. And it doesn't fit too out of place. And then this is where this guy kind of doesn't. If this goes, did I find something? Like if I'm looking at it, do they fit in there? Like, this one feels a lot closer than anything else so far. Like this feels closer than Keldeo, Cobalion, Terrakion, and Virizion. Oh, all right. Yeah, like this one fits a little bit better, and I'm not positive it's too much of a stretch. Like it may be if I roll this into here and you assume that these are 4 arms, right? And you bring it up like this, and the defensive one rolls down here. And that shape is like a shell shape. And this one also does have 4 arms, so it kind of fits in there. And this one has the 2, and this one's just a circle and it could kind of be anything. It's more amorphous. It's more transformative. It can give itself hands and whatnot. So because this one is the morphable one, the standard one, the DNA one, the Pokemon that brings life, can be life, is the core of life, and the gem inside of it in the center. You know what? This one's a question. So we're going to actually put it back in order too. The order we found. And the other thing we can do is we can move these Ogerpon out of the way. Because we were like, this is Keldeo. This was Cobalion. This was Virizion. And this was Terrakion. I think we can move these guys over too. Get the Tapus all on one side. So I think, and we'll drop these down. We kind of organize them better now that we know that these guys are gone. And then we can, whoa, I keep doing that. I don't know why I keep doing that. And then we can move Deoxys over and we can put some question marks on those. So let's get the pencil tool back out, the purple color back out, and we'll draw a little question mark. And I don't know what you're thinking, but maybe we're moving somewhere here. Maybe we're making some progress here. Let's look into Castform. The reason I had Castform on here is because it's part of my video. And that raindrop shape at the top, if that doesn't give you this right here feeling, because it's raindrop and then the arch, right? Then all you have to do is fill in the rest. And I can feel like this one fits in here. And then this one has like a V shape, so the snowy Castform, right? And then the last one is just this. It's got the little anage here, and then the cloud shape right beneath where its neck would be. Like this is the only one that's slightly stretching the fit, the idea, but the rest of them kind of fit, you know. I mean, even when I put them in there right now, they really look as if they go there. Like they're surrounded by the image. They're looking good. So I would, if it's just the last one, the regular base Castform, that doesn't go, but the rest of them fit so well. Like, and maybe it's just like idea bias because it's my idea. I think it goes, but I really like the way those fit in there. So I'm gonna have to put a question mark there, and I don't know. Like I can't be sure, and I'm gonna need some help with this. I'm gonna need people to chime in and talk to me about this because it feels like I'm onto something, but I'm not getting anywhere with it. Snowy Castform. All right, we have one left, and this one I actually like. I like it a lot. It would be sad for me if it did not work. All right. And this one, I don't feel like I have to stretch it too much to make it fit because I feel like they're all in here. And that's the Tapus. I feel like these are easily all in here. And what's nice about these is they fit in order in the game. They fit in the order you meet them. They fit in the order they would be on a totem. And it is Tapu Koko at the top, right? Here, and he fits inside when you close the mask, the beak, the bird closes up top, and it's the head of the totem pole. And then Tapu Lele right here with the underneath shell and the circle at the top to the shell that covers, so it closes up into this round shape. And then Tapu Fini right in here fits. It's the round one. It closes. It has the spike at the top, just like this. It has like the fins that come out. And any way you look at it, it fits there. And then Tapu Bulu. When you bring Tapu Bulu in here, it's here, and it has the ring at the top, and it has a slight tail, the bell coming down. And if you see, this is the bell here. And Tapu Bulu fits in here really well. So out of all of these, the one I feel is the least of a stretch is the Tapus. But how in the world do they relate to Pokemon Legends ZA? They're not in the game. There's how many Alolan Pokemon are in Pokemon Legends ZA? Let's check. It's probably more than I think. Like specifically Gen 7 Pokemon. Let's do the research. Let's look into this. We go Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon. Okay, and then what we're gonna do is we're just gonna go straight up national decks in that game, I guess, is what we would do. I guess technically you would count Zygarde, like because the Zygarde cells and cores and stuff like that. But I'm kind of like trying to lean specifically Pokemon that are in Pokemon Legends ZA, but were introduced in Alola. Oh, here we go. Here's the Gen 7 decks. Okay, so Wimpod and Golisopod are, there's Alola Meowth, Meltan, Sandygast, Crabrawler, Alolan Marowak. So there is some Mimikyu, Alolan Raichu. Oh my god, that's like so normal like in this game, like, 'cause it's just like Pokemon that's out in the open that you trade for. Anything else? Do we find anything else? There's not a lot. It's only a handful, but this game has a kind of a smaller Pokedex, and I guess it is just a handful from each game. But so there is Pokemon from Alola here. Are any of them in the base decks? Let me look into this. You know what? I can just actually just switch and show this on the screen instead of doing it by hand. Pokedex. So sort by number. That doesn't really work because technically this is, and you can't sort them by region or anything like that. But how many were in the base game? I am not positive. Mimikyu wasn't in the base game. Alolan Raichu was in the base game, right? Yes. You. All right. Mawile's not technically Alolan Raichu, but that's just a form. So although I like it, I like the way it fits. It doesn't. All of the Alolan Pokemon, it looks like were brought in the Hyperspace Pokedex. The Sandygast, the ones that really hit it home, the Wimpod and Golisopod, Mimikyu. Yeah, I guess Crabrawler. That's crazy. Even these guys, like, these are in the game, but technically they're in the game from the Hyperspace, the Mega Dimensions DLC. So the only reason these are in the game is from the Hyperspace DLC. So it's no different, though. Even though those aren't in the game, they're just as connected. And this is part of the base. It would have to be something that's part of the base game. And even though the DLC is part of the story, why would there be lore in the game that wasn't related? Like something hidden. Is it a red herring? Does Pokemon do that? Okay, we're back to here. Does Pokemon throw red herrings? Is there puzzles in the game that are not solved or unsolvable? Because one of the big things that really sells me on this is that these little triangle shapes that are also in the puzzle are on all of these Pokemon. You know what I'm saying? There's little triangles here. There's little triangles on all the Tapus. Let's zoom into that. Like if you look, there's these triangles, right? Some of them are highlighted right and left. This one's the top. This one's the kind of arrow in. This one has its own right here. I'd have to try to find some animations of it or in-game a Pokedex within it. And then these are right here. And then I think the one on the top towards the edge, but it's really like just the shape of this, the triangles. It's just, how can this be nothing, right? How can this possibly be nothing? I mean, I think I'm done with this. Like, I think I've chased this rabbit long enough, and I'm gonna try to find some people who like puzzles and codes and stuff. And maybe there's something in the bottom of this that I can decipher, but I can't do that myself. I don't have enough. My brain does not have enough Pokemon like lore and cryptography stuff in it to really cross-reference it. But if you see this at any point, go ahead and feel free to message me on Twitch, or I should probably link my Discord to my Twitch, but go ahead and feel free to see if you can message me in my video. I don't know. I can't figure any of this out. It's insane to me, but these four just match. Like after I went all through these and I thought maybe I was like trying to force some of these, but these I don't feel like I'm forcing. I feel like they fit. And I think that's it for the night. I will go ahead and try to find more about this, but that's all I had. I just wanted to kind of get this out there and see if anybody has any other ideas. But go ahead, if this goes up on YouTube, just, hey, if you're watching on YouTube, subscribe, comment on this video and see if you've got any information. I'll make a Discord server just for this and you guys can join it. I think the Island Guardians are a hint to a game coming in the future. My next video about this, I will dig deeper into the base of the obelisk to uncover more information.